Well, the brand new documentary, Grid Down, Power Up, produced and directed by David Tice, who we've had on this show several times, highlights just how vulnerable our power grid system is and just how dangerous that is and can be. Our electrical grid system is a prime target for our enemies, our Achilles heel. And if taken out, it would not only cause widespread power outages, but it would spark a crippling chaos that could bring this nation down to its knees. But it's not only evildoers. Even Mother Nature can wreak havoc on the grid. Harsh winter storms a few weeks ago did significant damage, and the weakness in our electrical system was on full display. Utilities and grid operators weren't prepared for the surge in demand for electricity, causing shortages and blackouts across the country. And that was the work of Mother Nature, not evil design. Award-winning actor Dennis Quaid, narrator and host of the documentary, joins us now. Dennis, awesome that you got involved in this project, something near and dear to our hearts. But, you know, here's the question for you. In your words, how much risk is this country at? How much are we talking about? How much risk?
The entire system. No, it's not just the refrigerators and your phones and the lights in your house. That, you know, you're sitting there waiting for them to turn it back on a rolling blackout. It's like when you go to gas up your car, you know, put fuel in your tank. It's electricity that pumps that pumps the gas. They believe it was the Russians. We had our pipelines which pump all the fuel to their distant destinations. I think they call it the Atlanta pipeline. This is about 6 months ago that went down for quite a while and really caused a lot of havoc. And just imagine that happening everywhere along with everything else. Kids definitely wouldn't be going to school. People would be, the grocery stores would be emptied like that. And next thing you know, there'd be looting and there'd be riots in the streets. And basically people would resort to, kind of tribal behavior. We'd be part of to get food.
Yeah, it's terrible, terrible, terrible thought. Dennis, one of the things I'm very concerned about are terrorists. I worry about nation states, terror states like Iran, North Korea, even Russia. They've tried to attack us several times. But what if they got through? What would happen if, God forbid, we experienced the total grid down situation, I don't know, for a week, a month, or longer?
Well, there's domestic terrorism to worry about too, which happens unfortunately in our country. And domestic terrorists have attacked substations here. And it's every once in a while one of them makes the news, but they're definitely, for the most part, planned out. They're kind of military type operations with somebody trying to take down a substation. It's not just some kid playing a prank, because it's no prank. I guess maybe it sounds like a conspiracy theory when you start talking about it, about the what ifs, but these are things that have already happened. And it's, like I said, this will be the next 9/11. Oh, this will be the next Pearl Harbor.
Awful, awful. Let's hope not. One of the important things is people like you, celebrities, big celebrities, huge celebrities getting involved in a cause. For once, it's a good cause to highlight the vulnerability of our power grid. Dennis, being such a huge celebrity, why is this film, the project that you took on?
For one thing, my lights have been going out a lot at my LA house with the rain and everything has been going on. So that's just a reminder. But this is actually, I heard from a friend who told me about the grid and what could happen to it. This was about 5 years ago. What one of our enemies in a wartime situation, it would be like, that would be the next 9/11. That would be the next Pearl Harbor. The first thing that would happen is either a nuclear device, an electromagnetic pulse bomb in outer space, that a satellite in orbit, above the states we'd never see it. It would just send out, wouldn't destroy any buildings, just send out an electromagnetic pulse, which would shut down everything electrical in the United States in the blink of an eye. The lights, refrigerators, the computers in the cars, that would probably hit those too. And everything that we rely upon and take for granted to survive. Your computer doesn't work, your phone doesn't work, and we're all in the dark. And the military may have backup and protection, with their grid to respond, but the citizens don't, and that's a very vulnerable place to be in. Mm-hmm. And there's something we could do about it. And it really wouldn't cost all that much. Right now there's a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. I think it's called something else, but it's basically for infrastructure. And just a fraction of 1% of the money for that would fix our problem all over the United States, by basically installing firewalls inside each substation in our country, that is part of the grid.
Yeah, no doubt. That's actor Dennis Quaid. And by the way, the film is Grid Down, Power Up, new documentary out, released last night. And that was Dennis from the red carpet. Appreciate his time as well.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. Your retirement funds are being threatened with even more losses from record inflation, recession, and skyrocketing interest rates. Fortunately, the highly trained specialists at American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. If you call them right now, as a special offer, they will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order, so don't wait. Call 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532.